Today, we're diving into a critical mission, actually building the I2P network. And let me tell you, it's not as simple as you might think.
So you've installed your client, you've checked that little I2P box, and you're thinking, great, I'm doing my part for the anonymous library, right?
Well, you might want to think again. This is probably one of the biggest, most common misconceptions out there, and it's holding the entire network back. Let me show you why.
See, when you enable I2P, you're making your own traffic anonymous. You're creating a secure tunnel just for you. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. Your files, they stay completely invisible to everybody else on the I2P network. It's kind of like being in a secret library all by yourself, but you never add any books to the public shelf.
And that invisibility creates a massive problem for the whole ecosystem. So our mission today, right now, is to bridge that content gap. It's time to build a better library.
This slide just nails the situation perfectly. The regular internet, the ClearNet, it's like a massive public library with millions and millions of books. The I2P network, by comparison, is like a small, super-secret club library. It's incredibly secure, but the shelves are pretty much empty.
The main takeaway here is simple. I2P has a serious content problem. So the solution isn't just to use the network, it's to actively build it. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to become a bridger, someone who brings those books from the public library into our secret, secure one.
So how do you become a really effective bridger? Well, we've gone through the technical stuff and boiled it all down into 3 critical fixes. This is your blueprint.
First up, and this is by far the most important, you have to master visibility. It's dead simple. If other people can't see your files, you are not contributing. Period. The fix for this is something called the Postman protocol. Now listen, this is a mandatory manual process. It's not automatic. You have to actually export your torrent file and then upload it to the Postman tracker to announce to the whole I2P network, hey everyone, I've got this file, come and get it.
And it's actually just a really simple 2-step process. First, you stop the active torrent in your client and find the option to export the .torrent file. Second, you manually upload that file to your account on the Postman tracker's website. That's literally it. You are now visible.
Okay, so your files are visible. Awesome. But what about the elephant in the room? Those notoriously slow speeds you hear about on anonymous networks. Yeah, let's fix that. The key to getting what the guides are calling ultra-fast I2P speeds isn't some crazy complex algorithm or secret hack. It's just this one number, 1. If you dig into your client's I2P settings, you're going to see settings for hops and quantity. Now think of hops like layovers on a flight. The more hops, the more stops, the more latency. Setting both of those to just 1 is like booking a direct, non-stop flight. It is the single most effective change you can make for speed. All right, so you're visible and you're fast. Now for that final, crucial piece of the puzzle, guaranteeing your own security, especially when you're grabbing new files from the public internet to bridge over to I2P. And I really have to stress this. This is a critical warning. When you're sourcing files from the ClearNet to bring to I2P, you are running the risk of leaking your real IP address. You absolutely have to protect your connection during this stage. The solution here is very precise. If you happen to be using LockyNet as a VPN, you need to go into your torrent client's advanced settings and bind the network interface to LockyTun 0. Think of this as a kill switch. It forces every single bit of traffic through the anonymous tunnel. No leaks, no exceptions. So there you have it, the 3 fixes. You've got visibility, speed, and security. Now it's time to put it all together. This is your call to action.
What if I told you we don't even need everyone to do this? There's this idea called the 1% strategy, and it suggests that if just 1% of users, just 1 out of 100, bridges content from the ClearNet, the I2P library could become totally self-sustaining. That's right, just 1% of us can build a better library for everyone.
So the mission here isn't to boil the ocean. It's so much simpler than that. Bridge 1 file using these fixes. Just 1. Do that, and you help build the library for good.